Hello again on New For You. A lot of people are searching for Antifa, and we have gathered all the information you need to know about them. And before the video started, we hope your support for the video by subscribing, admiring and sharing all your friends to receive all new. As fights over George Floyd's demise spread the nation over, authorities have accused the brutal idea of certain showings on individuals from a disputable gathering known as Antifa. The United States of America will assign Antifa as a terrorist organization, Trump tweeted following quite a while of across-the-country dissents because of the demise of George Floyd. The assignment would put the development allied with worldwide associations, for example, ISIS and Al-Qaeda, and open them to more noteworthy prohibition by government law requirement offices. Trump and Attorney General William Barr both accused Antifa for savagery and property harm at the fights, which have prompted plundered stores, consuming structures and vehicles and a huge number of captures. However, no neighborhood authorities in any urban communities with fights have explicitly highlighted Antifa as the instigators of viciousness. Antifa has for quite some time been an objective for the president in the midst of common turmoil, going back to the Charlottesville viciousness in August 2017, when Trump censured left-wing activists who brutally conflicted with racial oppressors and said there were fine individuals on the two sides. Preservationists have cheered Trump's choice for instance of him getting serious about viciousness. In any case, as certain pundits have noted, Antifa, short for enemies of fundamentalists, isn't a handily characterized gathering, yet a smooth motion comprising of left-wing activists, rebels and other aggressor against extremist demonstrators. Some have rather contended that the president's move is an endeavor to split down harder on protesters, all the more extensively he has recently taken steps to send the U.S. military to mediate in the Minneapolis fights. Key background: Minnesota authorities on Saturday cautioned of an overwhelming out-of-state nearness among captured protesters in Minneapolis, which has seen substantial fights and plundering since video of Floyd's passing surfaced. There are spoilers. There are racial oppressors. There are revolutionaries, Lieutenant Gov. Peggy Flanagan said. In any case, Attorney General Barr concentrated in more explicitly on left-wing protesters, accusing the brutality for radical gatherings utilizing Antifa-like strategies. Boss critic. As this tweet illustrates, psychological warfare is an inalienably political mark, effectively mishandled and abused. There is no legitimate expert for assigning a household gathering. Any such assignment would raise critical fair treatment and First Amendment concerns, said ACLU National Security Project Director Hina Shamsi. Now there are 7 things to think about in Antifa. Online fights between far-right gatherings and enemies of extremists, or Antifa, are presently normally spilling out onto the lanes of America. In any case, who are Antifa and what do they speak to? Anissa Subadar and Mike Wendling went toward the West Bank of America to discover for seriously, digital broadcast political violence in America. Here are 7 realities you have to know. 1. To what extent have Antifa been near? Some Antifa bunches date the starting points of their development to battles against European fundamentalists during the 1920s and 1930s. Imprint Bray, writer of Antifa, the Anti-Fascist Handbook, says the cutting-edge American Antifa development started during the 1980s with a gathering called Anti-Racist Action. Its individuals went up against neo-Nazi skinheads at punk gigs in the American Midwest and somewhere else. By the mid-2000s the Antifa development was for the most part torpid, until the ascent of Donald Trump and the extreme right. 2. How would you articulate Antifa? As indicated by Bray, there are various articulations. In the United States the vast majority state a TFA. In Europe it's occasionally alluded to as hostile to far, which Bray accepts has been impacted by the Italian word antifascismo. He says a TFA yet doesn't write individuals who articulate it in an unexpected way. 3. What are they contradicted to? Neo-Nazis, neo-extremism, racial oppressors and bigotry, and nowadays the development that embodies a portion of those thoughts, the far right. We addressed mystery Antifa bunches in Oregon. They said they originate from an assortment of political foundations, however they were joined in their restriction to totalitarianism, and they have an enemy of government streak. They said they see sneaking tyranny in the present American organization that they are hoping to fabricate, a development that truly protects us from the arrangements of Donald Trump. It's opposing the government organization as well as opposing moves that can prompt totalitarianism. One part let us know, and those happen locally whether from nearby authorities or from neighborhood extreme right developments. 4. Why do they all dress in dark? Like other dissent developments going back to Cold War time West German agitators, Antifa supporters will frequently dress all in dark, in some cases covering their appearances with veils or head protectors so they can't be recognized by restricting gatherings or the police. It's a scary strategy, known as a dark coalition, which additionally permits them to move together as one mysterious gathering. There are additionally branches. One Antifa bunch in Oregon said they likewise have a nibble coalition of individuals who give food and water to their partners during fights. 5. What strategies do they use? Antifa hope to upset extreme right occasions and far-right speakers. They utilize an assortment of strategies to do this, including yelling and reciting and shaping human chains to close off conservative demonstrators. Some are unashamed in regards to their online strategies, which remember observing the extreme ideal for web-based life. They additionally discharge individual data about their rivals on the web, usually known as doxing. They've gotten some extreme right supporters terminated from their employments in the wake of distinguishing them on the web. Antifa bunches additionally utilize increasingly customary types of network sorting out like conventions and dissent walks. The most extraordinary groups will convey weapons like pepper shower, blades, blocks and chains, and they don't preclude savagery. 6. How fierce right? Their eagerness to utilize viciousness stamps out Antifa from numerous other left-wing activists, in spite of the fact that the Antifa individuals we addressed said they upbraid the utilization of weapons and savage direct activity. They said if viciousness occurs, it's as a type of self-protection. They additionally make authentic contentions to legitimize their position. For example, they solicit, imagine a scenario where adversaries of the German Nazi Party had been increasingly strong in their restriction during the 1930s, could World War II and the Holocaust have been turned away? Antifa have been straightforwardly and in some cases truly going up against the extreme right in the city and, now and again, they have been effective in delaying, stopping or dropping assemblies and discourses all over America. 7. Do ladies join Antifa gatherings? Generally immediate road activity has been for the most part male area, yet huge quantities of ladies are individuals from Antifa gatherings and have been captured at counter-exhibitions against the extreme right in California and somewhere else. Female individuals from Antifa bunches disclosed to us they see the present organization as being enemies of ladies. They point to White House strategies on movement, reasonable social insurance, premature birth rights and casting a ballot rights and state they lopsidedly influence ladies and minorities. We talked with son Sarah Taylor from the Antifa bunch Refuse Fascism who revealed to us ladies are persuaded to react to what hits them. In the end, this is all we have about this Antifa group and the American president's opinion about them and the opinion of the antagonism on this matter. For us, we hope that the phenomenon of racism will end. We also wish peace to all and to all peoples and countries. Do not forget to subscribe and support the channel with admiration and sharing to your friends. Bye.